Hello and welcome back to Three Pints and a Clean Sheet. This is episode 7, and this is definitely not the third time that I've tried to record this because first time it was muted and the second time we were having some technical difficulties. However, this is a exciting episode. It's the first time we're all in the same room to record it. So, hello, Greg.
Hello.
How are you feeling being back in Dumfries?
It's right.
One way to put it, hello, Kyle. We're still here.
As per furniture.
Yep. So, last 2 weeks to be precise, we've done some quizzes. Greg prepared the first week's one, which was very, very good. I enjoyed it. Last week's one was a bit of a train crash, which was mine, but we moved, and this week, our final quiz for a while, we will bring them back at some point, is Kyle's quiz. It is another quiz about Scottish football, but it is much more substantial and a lot better than mine. So, well, I don't know, I've not seen the questions. I'll let Kyle explain what the quiz is all about.
So essentially, it's a quiz related to all 4 divisions, including all the teams. So every question relates to a team in all 4 divisions. Make sense?
Yeah, so we're
Yes.
working as a team.
If you want, you can.
Yeah, let's work as a team. I think
Head-to-head.
it's a bit of
We might need it.
yeah.
It's
Then
a mixture. So play along at home or whatever. Let us know how you do. Are you ready?
yes, please do. Right, wait. That was me cracking my fingers as if I'm ready to start. We've got the beers ready as well, sitting ready to go. Right, let's make a start. Let's go.
So we'll start off nice and easy. What team is the only team to contain the letter J? Or J for jam.
Must be.
Yes. On you go. You've got.
I'm going to go for St Johnstone.
It is indeed St Johnstone.
Wait, well, note down how many ones we get correct.
If you will, just in.
Have I got a pen?
I had my rucksack.
This
As
is
you can tell, we are very professional, and this will definitely not get it edited out. You hear all our mistakes.
yes, it's all.
Live.
Yeah, well, aye, everything that we put up, it's not edited. It's just we like to do the raw and edited for our listeners and followers. Right, I'm going to put wee ticks.
Tally marks.
Yeah, right. There's a tally mark. I'll just tally it when it's a correct answer.
Right, number 2. Which team has a 100% record versus Barcelona?
Oh, I know this one. Oh no, wait.
100% record v Barcelona.
United.
I was going to say the United, but
United is the team that's in my head.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure Aberdeen are the only ones that have beat Real Madrid in my final or something along those lines. But I think
That was Motherwell, but
What?
it was Motherwell won the Copa del Rey.
Yeah, no, but Aberdeen beat Real Madrid in the European Cup final, didn't it?
Well,
Could be wrong.
who was in?
I think we'll Dundee United.
Yeah,
I think.
let's go with it. We both thought the United, so let's go with the United.
It was Dundee United.
Hey, panic there. Like, see when you say Dundee, all I can see is Charlie Adams' bald head in my head.
Big DDU, as I got them wrote down.
Right, good start to it too.
Start.
Number 3.
Only 40 to go.
Downhill.
Just got to do it in order because it's easier for me. Which team has the smallest stadium in Scotland?
That's Edinburgh City at the minute, isn't it?
You've got some. I'm trying to think if there's anyone smaller than Edinburgh City. Edinburgh City is a great shout, and maybe not somewhere I would have thought of.
I had one for ages and I noticed this team. I thought they've got smaller. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, going by his logic, I would reckon that he would have said Edinburgh City. So, Gregory, what are you saying?
I'm trying to think in League 2, because League 2 is where it obviously should be located.
You would think so.
So Dumbarton have a side. Do they only have one side? I've beaten
Of
them.
course they've
I
got
should
they're,
know
they're a
this.
football team.
Dumbarton only have a stand on one side, as far as I can remember.
You're not having motorbike kicking about. There's not like a racetrack around it.
That's Cowdenbeath.
Is
They're
it?
not. They're not in the
No.
league anymore, though.
Ireland
Sadly,
Oh no, because they played up in Golden.
they're not in the Lowland League.
Broomhill, I've seen it when I watched.
Right. So
Well, Phil
rule out
Scott's
Dumbarton.
podcast.
We could rule out Stirling in League 2 because they're fairly big. Gallowbank's got a half decent size to it.
Oh, you get 3,000 in there, right?
Would they have noticed Bonnyrigg? I reckon Bonnyrig's bigger than I think it is. In fact, I've seen photos of Bonnyrigg. I reckon it's bigger than some places.
I think Dumbarton's a good shout, mate.
Dun, dun,
No.
dun, dun, dun,
It
dun.
can't be Dumbarton.
He is decided.
No.
I think go for it. I don't know. I've got a feeling, mate.
They'll try to be somewhere like Albion.
What knows? I've never been in Albion.
I don't like it's Dumbarton.
Tell you what, I drove past Radio Park earlier on, and I thought I've never been to Radio Park. Thought I'd put that out there for local listeners.
Local listeners.
Right.
I reckon it's not. I reckon it's not Dumbarton.
We'll have to rush this for just to keep
Okay.
things going.
I would say Edinburgh City with Meadowbank.
Let's go with Edinburgh
But
City.
I don't know. I think
I reckon
Dumbarton's
you
a
could-
better shout. There's only one stand.
You could fit a ton of folk behind the goals. There's quite a few grounds that only have one stand, but I can't think of it.
Well, Who was saying? I'm getting impatient.
I want to persevere with it.
If you want to persevere with it, go with it. I've beaten Dumbarton, and I don't think it's Dumbarton.
But no, go Edinburgh City then if you want.
Let's go to Edinburgh City. Let's see Edinburgh.
You should have. It was Edinburgh City.
Is it? Oh my god.
3 out of 3, well done.
Free handshake there. There we go. Right, 3 out of 3. Thank
Can
God.
we ask who you thought?
I had Albion for ages and I did a wee fact check and it was Edinburgh.
I would have been alright if Edinburgh City not existed, because Albion would have been right, and that would have been my second choice.
That's 3 out of 3.
I don't know why, I just thought the way you said Dumbarton, I was like,
It's only like
Nah.
1500.
I've beaten Dumbarton. It was a cold Tuesday night in January, and it was absolutely grim.
Only 1500.
Right, 3 out of 3. We're on fire, big man.
Which club has the longest name?
Is that? Oh well, surely no one can beat Inverness Caledonian Thistle Football Club.
I didn't take in consideration FCs.
Doesn't contain FCs.
So it's just no FCs. I didn't consider.
Right, so that doesn't make a difference. Surely no one can beat Inverness Caledonian Thistle. They're 3 really long words.
I would
Two
say
really
so,
long
mate.
words.
Yeah.
Are you sure of that one?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're correct. It is ICT because I couldn't be arsed typing it all out. I sat there counting every single letter in every single fucking team's name.
And I got it in 5 seconds.
I thought it was
You really would have struggled when you got to Wraith.
Think about air. Right, 4 out of 4. Which team has the largest Scottish Cup win?
Oh, wait.
I read about this in a book when I was in P6.
Could this be Queen's Park?
Like the highest score.
Yeah.
In a match.
Could this be Queen's Park?
It was-
Going back to
it
the
was
days when they were playing
someone's-
some absolute biddies.
It was zonks ago, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was quite a while ago. Well, the team doesn't exist. That helps.
But the team doesn't exist.
No, the team that they beat doesn't exist. For probably quite good reason.
Right.
They were pish.
It makes me think Queen's Park. Because
I've
surely
not
it'll
got
be
it.
youngsters, start Scottish football, absolute biddies. It's the obvious answer. We've done alright so
Did Celtic not have a few absolute gubbins back in the day, though?
Possibly, but
Nah,
surely,
go your club,
surely the question isn't going to be. Surely this isn't going to be the Celtic or the Rangers question.
Yeah, go for it.
Queen's Park.
No.
No.
There's a bonus point for either the score or the team they played.
I
The
think
team
any
that played
team
could be Third Lanark, because that's a team that doesn't exist.
It was the third lineup. It
Clydebank.
was the Clydebank. Any hint in the score?
9-0.
18 now.
Nowhere near. It was Arbroath. 36-0 be Bon Accord.
I would never have got Arbroath.
Was it?
Oh, well, I'll take a hit on that question. There's no chance I was getting that.
No.
It's a game where he knows going to Aldi's.
You knew the answer. No, but of course you would have got it.
No, Kate knows going to Aldi's though. Right. How many of the 2012-13 Ramsden's Cup winning team were born in Dumfries? That was the Queen's team that won it.
Oh, Christ.
Do we get like a ballpark? Like maybe one out, one in, one over, one under, or does it have to be like precisely?
What's sad is that I wasn't even there.
Well, you can just name.
Hmm?
You can name the players if you want, because you get a point for each player you name.
They was born in Dumfries.
Born in Dumfries. And I sat and checked. It was in starting 18.
Kevin Holt.
No, he wasn't one of them.
Was it not?
He didn't play that game.
Right, let's come and think.
I'll give you 5 guesses.
What?
I'll give you 5 guesses at the team.
Right. I thought Kevin Holt was in that team.
This is an
No,
area
it's-
where so everyone knows that.
I could name you a lot of the squad. I just don't know who was born in Dumfries.
Well, why don't you name them to me and I'll see if I can think of who
There's
one of
two
them
big.
is.
There's 2 quite big ones.
Ryan McGuffey.
No, he didn't play.
Oh, Chris Higgins. Paul Burns is coming in. Yes. Lyle wasn't born in Dumfries. He was born in Glasgow.
Was Dan kicking about there?
Gavin Riley was though.
That's 1.
Dan Carmichael.
That's 2.
Dan.
Nicky Clark wasn't in Dumfries.
Nope.
Um,
Dale's not the place.
Dan Ormsey, was he in that team?
That's
He didn't play.
Right.
Left back was Higgins. If that helps.
Willie born in Dumfries.
Hmm?
Was Willie born in Dumfries?
I think so, yeah. He's got family in Dumfries.
Where did we say Riley and Carmichael?
Yeah. Was
Gibson?
Willie?
He wasn't it. They've got 1 guess left. Do you think I'm building you'll get him? I've heard of him, but only just because of who played for after it. And football manager.
Nah.
No, pass. We got 2.
Any guesses?
No.
Just punt in the door. You might. May as well.
Can you hint at the position?
Centre half. He did come on. Sorry.
Durden maybe.
Oh, Mark Durham, good shot. Actually.
No, Dunham started. It was Stephen Black. Played for Annan after. Fun fact: Stevie Lawless played that game.
Yeah.
Number 10 for Partick.
Adam
Your best
Muirhead.
pal.
Adam Muirhead gets sent off.
He's another Dumfries boy. Scott Fox. He's not the same guy I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Scott Bain.
As I say,
Well,
Queen's legend. All Queen's fans our age seem to have the "I was there" moment. I was not there.
I was
I was at Newcastle watching them beat Fulham 1-0.
on holiday.
I was there in the stands singing. Aye, good visit. First time at the Tony Macaroni Arena.
Moving on. Or
Yeah,
which team did actor Martin Compson play for as a youth?
he supports Celtic.
Who did he play for as a young boy? So he did play football before he was an actor.
They come from there. I'm trying to think of who else he might have played for in there. Clyde, maybe.
Good shout. I don't think it's going to be Celtic. I don't think that was a Celtic person. Can some teams been it more than once?
No, I've just made like one per team
Right, okay.
because I'll just take awkward.
Go for you.
Yeah, let's go with Clyde because I don't know anything better.
No, it was Morton.
Oh.
He played against Queens.
Did it?
Came off the bench.
That's a fantastic stat.
I think it was a 3-3 draw he played in. Didn't score.
I see the downhill slope has arrived.
Yeah, probably.
He was on the line of duty.
Class series.
I watched it actually, and he still need to watch it. It's on the list.
It was enjoyable.
He's also in a music video by The View.
He's also in Still Game.
It's in a lot of things. He's a good actor. Anyway, which two teams played out the highest scoring SPL match in history? And a bonus point for the score.
Must be like a cheeky 5-5 or something. I'm pretty sure.
Cheeky 5-5.
So there's 3 points up for grabs in this question.
Are they still in the Premier League now, or can you not tell us that?
I'm not going to give that away. That makes it a bit too easy.
So yes.
May not be. I'm not going to give the game away.
Well, if you said no, it wouldn't make it too
Can you
easy.
think of like a I don't know, like a
Solid Premiership team, Motherwell.
What's going on?
um
Can you give me the answer?
I'm unsure. I am unsure.
Do you want me to just pluck two teams out of thin air?
Yeah, and I'm going for
Livy,
11 goals.
Yeah, let's pluck Motherwell and Livy out of thin air and crack on with that.
And your score?
I've just got 11. I don't know.
I like
5.
It's
I like the score. It was Motherwell and playing at 6-6.
Oh, quite close actually.
That's 1 point. That's
Yeah,
1
I'll
point.
take that.
I give you a half point, but half points make things boring.
So I'm
Oh wait, do we not get bonuses? Do we not even get half point from Motherwell, or do we get nothing?
You get a point from Motherwell. It's a point
right.
from
So we're
Motherwell.
at the point on. So we're on 5.
Yeah, it's a point for each answer there.
Wait, did we get 2 points for the players at Queens?
Yeah.
Right, I need to add them on. That's 7.
So we agreed that. Where are we now? This is a piss easy one because I was struggling. Are Alloa Athletic semi-pro or full-time?
No, they were.
Thanks, bro.
This is where
Yeah,
I'm
they're part.
They're not professional.
This is where I'm struggling for.
Yeah, they're part time.
Yeah, they're semi-pro. This is where I'm struggling for answers.
But you know, it's that obvious that you think, is it
Yeah.
the right answer? You know?
To be fair, they've been up the leagues for a while. So.
They've been in the Championship for a while, but they were still part time because they were regularly beating us. And every time we got beat by Alloa, it used to be, how are we getting beat by the part time teams? When they're in a league where that's all we do.
Yeah.
This is another one you should really get. Who is the oldest Scottish football team?
Well, here's the-
Rangers were 72. Celtic were
Did we not have
88.
this discussion last time that Queen's Park won the Scottish Cup before Rangers even existed?
Yeah, go Queen's Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another point.
Well done.
That was another pissy
We need
one.
to start thinking of teams with names so we can rule them out
Yeah.
with future answers.
They don't always like name the team. There is some that's like
We need to think of teams that the
Like-
questions have been about though, so we can start ruling them out.
this one. Where was the 2002-03 UEFA Cup final held between Porto and Celtic?
Oh, I know this one.
I nearly said
I was listening to another podcast the other night. We talked about it. It was Seville. The same city as Rangers played in
Yes.
track final last season, which is quite coincidental when you think about how often Scottish teams qualify for European Cup.
And they both got beat.
Yeah.
That's your Peter Mark one.
Oh, thank you.
If you've never-
That's us on 10. It's a 10 line.
This is one you should probably get as well. Which former Queen's, Hearts and Kelly player is the manager of Stranraer?
Both looked at each other there like, what
I mean,
the
I
hell?
get it. That's because I had a crush for him. A raging man crush.
Wait, who is it?
Queen's, Hearts and Kelly player. So I'm looking
Does it-
positions
This
of.
makes sound stupid, but I don't know actually. Is it someone who's to manage Carlisle?
I'm telling you.
Is it Davy Irons?
He's current manager of Stranraer.
If he's
I don't know who the manager is, but I just try to think of people he's crushed on, and I'm trying to think of someone who's played for.
Davy Irons.
It's a shame. I was hoping he was going to ask about Steno in our question because I read that earlier in the week and hoped he had too.
I mean, my dad's worked with Davy Irons for a few years now.
It's not really helping us.
No,
I
no, just,
don't know who it is.
I've got nothing
Ah,
better
let's
to
just go
offer.
Dean
Nothing
Lawrence,
but
I don't
Wales.
know.
This isn't fair.
Let's go for it.
Any?
No, could you
Should you chuck a punt in the dark?
well, that must be wrong then. Give me
You're
the answer.
not giving an answer.
Davey Adams, I've
No,
said
it
it
was-
3 times.
It was Jamie Hamill.
I never have got that.
Anyway, speaking of Jamie Hamill, which Ross County manager did he knock down after scoring a goal for Hearts? He scored and then ran over and I don't know, headbutted him or just barged him or something, but he sent him fleeing.
I can't think of any Ross County managers.
Did Yogi manage Ross County?
Yes, but I want to say it was fairly recent.
It's not who I thought it was.
I can't think of
I
anyone.
can think of 3 Ross County managers and it's none of them. I can think of Yogi, Owen Coyle and Malky Mackay.
Did Jim McIntyre not manage Ross County?
Is that your answer?
But I don't know why they would have a pure like each other.
That's a good answer. Why not?
Jim Hamill was just that guy who just started anybody.
Right,
Yeah.
Jim McIntyre.
Nah. Derek Adams.
Oh,
Never got that.
I thought it was Jim McIntyre.
I
When I,
prefer Derek Adams and Strictly.
when
I think Jim McIntyre's quite good shooter actually.
this is one we should probably get. This is another sort of Queen's tie-in.
Don't say that. That means we'll get it wrong. Every time you've said that, we've got it wrong.
Where did Gary Naismith start his managerial career? Former Queen's manager.
Was he somewhere before East 5?
I don't think he was. He's 5's a good shooter. We'll go East 5.
Yes.
He was too busy drinking his beer to say yes, but we are correct. Yes.
Started there, then went to Queen's, then Edinburgh City for a year. Didn't really got sacked. He's ready for number, whatever the fuck we're on.
Yes.
Yes, go for it.
Which team has the most SPFL Trust trophies? Or the Ramsdens, Tonic Tea Cake, Maduri,
I went Iron Brew one. Was an Iron Brew for a while.
Still Game.
Petra Bag.
Scottish Community. Oh no, that was the League Cup. Scottish Communities,
It's
man.
the Johnston's Paint Trophy for Scotland.
The shit team got.
Yeah.
How many times have Wraith won it?
The one that Queen's can't ever seem to win.
We've won it twice. 3 times.
Wraith's a shout.
Twice, 3 times. How many times? Wraith. Rangers won it once.
I'm trying to think of teams that have been in the Championship League One.
Partick? Nah, they've not.
They were in the Premiership for a while as well. Wraith haven't really been up, which is why I think they're a good
Have we
shout.
talked about Wraith yet? Nah, go Wraith.
Yeah, let's go with Wraith.
Nope.
Who was it?
Falkirk.
Ugh.
Bonus point. How many?
4.
Oh yeah.
Take your point.
Lovely.
It was 4. Falkirk were 4.
Well, we won it twice.
Queen's have been 3.
3.
We've been in 3 finals.
5 finals.
5? No, no.
5 finals, 1 and 3.
Gorham was in the winning team the first time. Then we won it in.
Oh, 2012. Well,
Yeah.
13. They Johnston. They won it in the 70s or something, or 80s.
And then in the final last year, and we were in the final in 3 or 4.
They're going to take a bit of a depressing, not depressing, but current 4 player, Kyle Hutton was mugged in 2010. But with what other player?
No, I know that. No. Oh, I know this one. I can see him in my head.
Do you know?
Carl Naismith.
Yes.
Hey, and apparently Cal was just sitting in the back winding them up. There was this big guy in the front and he just didn't know how to let the handbrake off or put it into gear or something like that. Carl Naismith, yes.
You'll get this in, no worries. Who is the youngest manager in Scotland?
I don't think it's. Is it William? It won't be William
Well, it's
Gibson.
not for Queen's question.
Hmm?
We've had the Queen's question.
Not William, I don't think.
Is there anyone properly young?
Reece McCabe,
Yeah.
your Unions.
Yes.
There's no point going from the team. That's true.
Oh, well, that's right.
There you go.
This is another one you could maybe get. Which manager has served prison time?
Oh, it's. Yeah, Dave Martindale.
Yep, no.
Livingston. Oh, no.
You keep saying them out loud, so I keep ticking them off my list.
I don't think you'll get this one. This is alleged. Which Scottish team does America's sweetheart, David the Hoff Hasselhoff, support?
Oh my god.
Partick Thistle.
What do you get
I
that?
don't know. I'm pretty sure it's even a Partick Thistle top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't have a thing that loads of actors supporting Partick Thistle for no obvious reason.
Oh, the Glasgow Banter.
they went on a tour of Glasgow and just think, fuck, I'm taking Partick.
Oh, fire, Dave, big man.
Yeah.
That's quite proud of that question.
So am I. You don't bring that answer.
I don't get fucking that. Who is the most northern team?
We've had this discussion recently. I was in the Scottish Football
It's
Premier.
county, is it not?
I'll tell you, it's very close. I can't see my hands, but it's minuscule.
It's between County and Peterhead then.
I think Peterhead's lower.
But we've had the Ross County question, so I think Peterhead's the
I'd
answer.
go for that, Peterhead.
Nope.
Wait, what about Broth? Is it lower?
Yeah, Arbroath's more.
Elgin. apparently.
Oh no!
It was like, I looked at it on Google Maps, it was like fucking that. You can't see my hand again, but it was totally.
I'm gonna do some googling after that, and if you're wrong, I want a point.
We're sitting on what 16 out of that. That's not too bad. Do you have any questions in already?
Oh, I could not tell
You
you.
know, got
I didn't
numbers
number
on
them. I would say about halfway.
Not bad.
I've lost where I was, I scored off it. Which team's nickname is the Binos?
The Binos.
Yeah, like Bino. Bino.
I've never heard that.
I have, but I don't know who it was.
The Binos.
All I can think of is albinos, and that really isn't helpful.
I was just one of these folk with nice skin.
I was trying to work out who played in white.
I don't know what colour they're playing. There's every chance it's white. No intention to
Like
check.
a team we haven't named yet and just get on with it.
I'm trying to think of one that might be named the Binos, and I'm really struggling. I know nothing about Stennismuir. Let's pick Stennismuir. Stennismuir.
It's definitely not. I'll go for
It's
it.
definitely not Stennismuir.
Sterling Albion. I guess
Yeah.
that's where Bino Albion. I guess maybe.
Oh,
It's kind of shit, but I could see
that's horrendous. So Binos.
Albinos.
Yeah, that's
Albion.
that's horrendous.
Which team has the shortest name? I don't know why I did this one, but it must be right.
Is this
The
including the
I think it's everything but FC.
right?
Well, Ayer's in contention.
Well, AYRUNITE.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just not FCs.
I forgot about United. I was brandishing.
The word Montrose is shorter than Ayr United.
I was brandishing United.
The word Falkirk is also shorter than both of those.
South.
And I think of anything shorter than the word Falkirk, which is 7 letters.
Dundee.
We've had the answer to Falkirk. Dundee Football Club. I don't think we're going to do better than that. It's 6.
Well, the FC didn't count, so it's just Dundee.
Yeah, so
It's
6. Yeah.
Is that your answer?
I don't think we can do better than that.
Wraith Rovers. Is it Albion Rovers? as well?
Albion Rovers, yeah. Team with 2 last names.
I took into account all Athletics, Uniteds,
Yeah. Was Rangers
Rovers. I didn't have said that. Everything like
Rangers 7. You can't beat Stitchford. Oh. 6, which is the same as Dundee. I can't say he's sitting there with a face of us thinking we've forgotten something, or a face that he's mucked this up.
Aaron?
Athletic.
Athletic shit. Stranraer's obviously
There's
not.
just a bit of fucking time limit on these.
Hmm?
There's just a bit of wee time limit on.
Yeah.
Alloa.
Oh no, they're not.
Alloa Athletic.
Yep.
Right, let's go through the Premiership. Aberdeen's.
I'll go here a fucking week.
Yes, you will, and We'll get it right.
See you next week.
The Johnsons obviously not.
St Mirren's not.
You're gonna get this, aren't you?
Hamilton's no.
Hearts? Hibernian.
Inverness, Ross County, Elgin City, Peterhead.
I'll tell you his number next.
I gathered that.
That's our longest team.
Ayr, Kelly.
It's Kelly.
On the galley! That's what the video
I'm
says.
just naming teams now.
I think, well, there must be something else because it can't be a joint.
It
Could be
can't
joint, maybe I've merged them together.
It can't be Dundee or Celtic. Is there two, I take it there is one on its own then.
I'm not telling you. What would I tell you? Well, here's that. Here's the answer.
Read the question again.
You just fucking find it now. Which team has the shortest name?
Team.
Single.
Teams. Singular.
Maybe I've just made a cunt yet.
No, you would correct yourself.
Based on his face, he might have.
That's my normal face. What are you trying to say?
Right.
I'm bored.
I don't know.
Kelly Hart, they would have been shorter, but they're 5. Nah. Kyle's falling asleep while we try and debate this.
I can't think.
We'll just pick Dundee and move on, even though we know it's wrong.
Right, yeah.
Aye, sure.
No.
Dundee and or Celtic.
Clyde. 5.
Oh shit, yeah, they're just Clyde.
We've already fucking talked about it then, or not?
It's fine. I choose to not acknowledge teams that employ rapists.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm moving on.
Before Greg gets too into it.
David Goodwillie.
We knew who you
More
meant.
like David Badwillie.
David Bad.
He should maybe stop getting into other people.
Anyway, which season was Dunfermline's last season in the top flight?
Oh Christ!
2000 and...
Did they not go down with the Livy? The year Livy ended up going.
That's what
Oh, give up. 2008, something like
Usually
that.
the 2008 just popped into my head.
Let's go with that. I think it might be slightly earlier though, but let's go with 2008.
Wrong way. It's 2011-12 season they went
Yeah.
down. I mean, like Paul Burns played that season.
Christ,
I might have FIFA 12. Always just plays them. Don't know why.
that's a really weird thing to do.
No, I think I played against them because they had like shit players like Andrew Barrowman. Right, what? Phone away.
Oh, no, I was just checking how many views the tweets had.
What two colours is the Albion Rovers home kit?
Red and yellow. No, that's not it.
No, well, yellow's definitely right. It's either red is the other colour.
Oh.
Red and black are the two other colours in their badge, so let's go with yellow and red.
Yes. So
Oh,
no point for that one.
Use my pen for a while. First time in a while, anyway.
I'm not giving 2 points for that because that's piss easy. How many goals did legendary centre half Marvin Andrews score for Montrose?
Okay.
Greg,
Don't worry about a thing.
Greg's would just put Warriors pint.
I'll be like 1 or 2.
The answer could be none. That would be Patter.
I'm going. One was what popped into my head, but it'll probably
I'll probably be like 19 or 20 or something.
No, three headers from the halfway line.
Is the record goal scorer?
Right.
Go with one if you want.
1 or 3. Probably 3 more.
Maybe scored a hat trick at some point.
A hat trick of headers in one game.
Perfect hat trick.
Right, go 3.
2.
Oh,
I did say 2, but we decided to jump over that.
This is. I was really close at shows. No, I wasn't. Which former Queen's manager is the head coach of Cove Rangers?
why can't I think about this? We spoke about this on
And it's not Paul Hartley. He's back in Abington.
yeah, we spoke about this on Saturday because Finlay Jack got an interview out of him. For, is it Jim?
Jamaica. Yeah, go for it.
Jim McIntyre.
Yes.
Oh, good shout, big man.
Just Jim McIntyre. I didn't get that.
Yeah, we spoke about this on Saturday at Palmerston because we spoke about I forgot his name. He's now at Kelty, the guy who went on holiday.
Oh yeah.
John Potter? No. Oh, I think I meant the manager of Kelty.
No, the guy from Cove who Cove released because he wanted to go on holiday.
Oh,
I can't remember if it was Montrose or
no.
Kelty.
In McAllister, no?
Was it not one of the bigger players? No.
Ron McAllister's in Montrose now.
Yeah, I think
Possibly.
it
It
was.
could be that. We were chatting about whatever. And yeah, we spoke about how legendary Queen's alumnus Finlay Jack managed to get an interview out of Big Jim and probably just spoke about Queen's for an hour. Moving on.
Rangers have the most League Cups with 27, but when was the first?
I'm deferring to the Rangers fan.
First League Cup.
First League Cup. This is your Petrifac Betfred Diddy Cup.
Scottish Communities League Cup.
Wait, say that again?
When was the first League Cup win for Rangers?
Actually, the League Cup.
This is 127, but when was the first?
1891.
1947.
I don't know how long, but I think. I don't know. I just remember the old sketch from Only Excuse, and it was like,
That was just when did they win their first trophy?
yeah, 1891. Well, that's why I thought I'd go for it. Right. Oh well.
Imagine getting the Rangers question wrong. That's despicable.
Not to make a good one.
Funnily enough, I was born in 1989.
Who is the current Annan Athletic manager?
Pointing at me, I don't know.
Don't live here.
This isn't the Annan 11 Greg, this is Dumfries.
What?
This is good Dumfries.
Yep, the next nearest team to Queen's. We should know this. I know his name. I want to know his name. I want to say against P. That's all I know.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's a Q.
Peter. I don't know. Jay.
It's not Peter Grant. Peter Grant's a name that's came into my head, but I can't remember why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Peter Grant.
It is Peter Murphy.
Murphy. Can't think of who Peter Grant is.
But actually, that's his nickname, Grant. Peter Grant's his
I don't
nickname.
know. Peter, would you say Peter Grant?
Yeah, can't think of who Peter Grant
I
is.
suppose some sort of fucking dirty bastard. He's a musician.
Oh,
Footballer who played for Celtic.
no.
Wasn't a bad guess.
Before joining Queens in 2019, who did current manager Willie Gibson play for?
Peterhead.
that what you think?
Was that a Peterhead or Stranraer?
And what do they not move? Do they not come up here and see what to move back to the area? Those are the Peterheads where
Peterhead.
Stenny.
Steady.
Was it Stenny or Smear before he joined?
Was he?
Christ.
Definitely played with
He
Peterhead.
did play
I
Peterhead
thought.
and Stranraer. But he was last at
He played. He played against Man United at Old Trafford for
Crawley.
Crawley.
Yeah.
There's a photo of him going up against, I think it was Raphael or Fabio, whichever. That was the two brothers, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
both together.
Yeah.
Mayor's in one.
One boss.
It's nice for you to remind me that they existed. I forgot that they existed.
This is an easy one, I would say.
Oh, God.
What is the name of St Mirren's Stadium?
St Mirren Park.
Well done.
I'm glad you got that because I wasn't sure.
So that'd be like a trick question for you.
Oh, the old one's called Love Street.
I knew Love Street, I didn't know the new one.
I mean, your point.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
We've not had one of those in a while. It's easy to forget.
Which team has won the Scottish League 2 the most times? Has won Scottish League 2
Who
the
goes
most?
up and down a lot? We've not had Peterhead yet. As many times as we tried to
Peterhead won it
answer.
though.
I'm trying to work out if they keep going up and down. I was trying to think of teams that keep going up and down. Stranraer, maybe?
I don't know how many times they've won it. Peterhead's a good shirt. We've actually had Peterhead yet. We've mentioned them a lot, but I don't know if we've
I
actually
don't think they've actually been an answer.
go Peterhead.
So let's keep picking Peterhead until it's right.
There's a bonus point for how many this team has won as well.
Right, we'll go
Four.
Peterhead and then
Peterhead is right, yeah.
yeah, right.
3 or 4? That's
Four.
4.
2.
Oh.
This is
So the record for winning Scottish League 2 is twice.
I reckon I could do that myself.
it started in 2013 when they restructured the league.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
I was thinking all the time.
No, I thought that keeps it easy.
Well, but that doesn't include the old third division.
No, just league, like Scottish League 2
Alright.
when they redid it in 2013. Which team has won the most Scottish championships?
So again, since 2013.
Essentially. Yes.
Hearts.
Won it twice.
Yeah. Who else has won it twice?
Hamilton will have won it once.
Doesn't
Dundee will have won it at least
Oh.
once. Potentially Inverness as well.
Hibs.
Dundee United won it twice. Right. Well, we can do it from 2013. What year did Rangers go up?
They took two goes at it because Hearts won it the first time.
Right. So Rangers went down to the bottom in 2012.
Yeah. 2012-13 in Division 3.
Right.
2013-14 would have been
League One.
League
Got
One.
rebranded.
what was that 13?
14. So 14, 15. So they got promoted in 2016. Yeah, they lost Scottish Cup final same year.
Yes.
Right. So 16, and then the year before that would
Was
be
Hearts.
Hearts.
Yeah.
HEARTS.
The year before that, you could have had a Dundee or an Inverness or a Hamilton or something,
It's not Inverness.
or a Partick. You could have something. There's only 2 before that, right? We know the one after Hearts is Hibs.
Right.
We know that Hearts definitely have a second one.
Yeah.
Who won the league last season to go up?
Am I being stupid or is Inverness?
No.
No.
I don't want to help you.
It was,
No, they're still in the championship. Who won it last
am I
year?
stupid enough to not remember who won the...
I was doing green at the bottom of the league.
Was it Dundee?
I can't know this. I've mind myself on now.
Who kept humping us? Everyone.
Yeah, it was no, that doesn't help.
Up to you. What do you want to go for?
Well, Dundee might have won it twice. Hearts have definitely won it twice. If there's not a tie, there's not very many years, so surely it's Hearts, because otherwise...
my first instinct was Heart.
Right, let's go with Hearts,
For the record, it was Kelly won it last season.
for God's sake.
Because Dennis Cameron and
Yes.
Kelly Pies and shit. It was Hearts with how many? For a bonus point?
Well, surely 2.
2 points.
Class.
It's the fact it started in 2013 that really got me.
I didn't kind of raced. I didn't care how much Dundee won it and such. I never checked that. Couldn't really care. This is another one. When did Barry Ferguson get the Kelty Hearts job? What year?
Wait. Last year.
Well, they had no-
Last year was last year was Kevin Thompson, who then left them this year. So that'd be what? This is the 22, 23. So that would have been 21, 22. So it would have been the year 2 years before that. So what? 2021.
2020 then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
He got the job in 2016.
Christ, is he even in the Lowland League? Oh,
He
that,
took them up to the first, second division.
Jesus.
I thought he took them up. I couldn't work out.
He brought them to the Lowland League up.
I didn't know if they'd brought them to the Lowland League up. They're a despicable team anyway. They're like all the other bankroll shit teams with no fans down there.
Right, no problem. Right, I think we're getting to the end, are we?
I think we're 2, 4 or 5 maybe. This is a bit of a. I shall leave that one to the end. It's a bit of a depressor. Which team is the only team to have a name of a flower in their name?
Well,
Inverness Caledonian Thistle.
oh, yeah.
Nope. Shav. I've got Bonnie Eric Rose.
I mean, yes, but
Because I wouldn't say this is a flower, but it's a weed. Also, I didn't think-
we can play semantics. But
I'll give you a point.
anything with thistle, because you also have Partick Thistle.
I wouldn't have corrected if this was a flower, but
I'll give it a point for saying it.
it was Bonnie Eric, but I'll let you off because I made a bit of cock of that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're well within your rights to argue it's not a flower. I'm just putting the argument back at you.
I can't be arguing with you. Which European powerhouse knocked Wraith Rovers out of the UEFA Cup in 1995-96?
That not Bayern Munich.
You tell me.
That might have been Bayern
I think
Munich.
it's Bayern Munich, yeah.
Yes.
Who scored the goal for Ayr United that relegated Queens in the 2021-22 season?
Who scored the goal at the other end?
Oh, it was an own goal by
Own goal.
Uni East.
Yes. It's not depress us a bit more.
Yeah, outside the City Arms in Cardiff, almost in tears.
Inside Palmerston Park, in tears.
Thanks, Uni East, as I celebrate on Radio Scotland that we're staying up and then immediately get the news.
And this is the last one. I'm correct. Yes, the last one. How many years ago were Dumbarton founded?
100? I don't know.
Were they not an older one?
I think I never worked in, but I'm not going to tell you.
I'll go 100.
No, 100's 1912. We go for 150.
Yeah.
150.
Started bastard.
Actually.
Well, 100. It depends when this goes out. They turn 150 on the 23rd of December. So that's.
It goes out. Oh, he's right.
I've got to give you 49 or 50. So.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Spot on. That's 5.
21.
He wasn't going to ask if the number was 86, was he?
26.
26 out of however many I made. About 40.
But we got quite a few double points there, so
Yeah,
we're doing well.
Aye.
That's not a bad score.
I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of the listeners, by maybe some people who aren't as clued up on Queens, I think they're probably doing quite well on that. But no, thank you, Carl. I agree with you.
It took me fucking long enough.
Well, like I said, that'll be the kind of end of the quizzes for a wee while, and then we will bring them back at some point. But if you've got any ideas for any other segments or games or anything like that, please give us a shout on the socials. Right. Well, the Scottish football's back, boys. I've got a few notes. Does anybody want to ask something first? I'll go first.
I never watched the game.
Right. Well, I wrote down Rangers pulled back to 3-2. Morelos back in form. What do we think?
I mean,
Him scoring the winner after Rangers going down.
he still looks a bit beefy.
Doesn't mean he can't score.
Doesn't mean he can't score. He didn't have much to do to score the goal, but he scored the goal.
So does the butcher, but he still provides.
Well, if he's in form, he's in form. Bit of competition for Kolak.
Well, my point is, why don't they play both of them up top? But I don't know.
Is that what Beale said? He's got to play two.
No, I think so. Yeah, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst was obviously adamant he wasn't playing two. Had plenty of chances.
He's a 4-3-3 man. Wingers, Kent, Sakala, the lot.
The thing is, there's nothing wrong against. I get why you want to play one striker or a three with some wingers doing a bit of defending in most games in life. But in the Scottish Premiership, if you're Rangers, I think you can play two strikers.
Then you just take out the midfield.
I mean, one of them who was doing nothing.
I never watched the game, so I don't know.
You don't need as much.
Probably
You don't need as much defenders. You don't need as much defensive midfield. Again, when you're playing, no offence, the bottom half of the league.
It's not a bottom half team. Usually, they're usually up there.
But I'm saying the majority of the time.
Last time they played as 1-1.
There's maybe the Celtic game was the only game you maybe need to think about being a bit defensive for. The rest, you should be able to put your best players on the pitch and win.
Yeah,
You've got that much money.
But as I say, there's no easy games.
definitely. We're recording this tonight, which is Tuesday, and the Rangers game kicks off in about 50 minutes.
Half an hour.
Oh, I thought it was quarter to
8 o'clock.
Oh, kicks off in half an hour. At, away to Pittodrie. So I've also Celtic leave it late against Aberdeen. When I checked the score at the 80th minute, I saw it was still 0-0. When Calmac seems to pull it back, I think it was the 87th. I feel I've always said it for seasons. Celtic could have I don't know if they played well or not. I've never watched it, never looked it up, but they always seem to get a goal out of somewhere, and that's what's kind of separated them from Rangers in the last few seasons. I would say Rangers kind of struggle to pull it back at the end, but they always manage to somehow, whether it's a last minute equaliser or
What's their squad depth at the end of the day? They've got a brilliant bench.
Yeah, they
Rangers
dropped
don't.
£10 million of subs on, which is quite frankly ridiculous because that's more the value than most actual teams in the league.
Speaking of money, I was watching Sky Sports News earlier. I saw that Juranovic is apparently Barcelona's top target for the winter. Sorry,
Patter.
He's a good player. Had a good World Cup.
Right, but it depends because you see the Celtic fans giving explanations, but they're on the belly dollar. So
No. Let's play fair.
The big talking point with this game has been how defensive Aberdeen were.
That's the next point.
They had 20% possession. They never had a shot on target. And Jim Goodwin has said, he's not going to apologise for it. And he's taken a lot of flack from Celtic fans and wider Scottish football fans. But at the end of the day, kind of back Jim Goodwin on this. You're playing Celtic. Yes, you're at home and maybe the fans won't like it. But your job's there to get results. The best way, again, if you set up and have a goal, like Jim Goodwin quite rightly said, they set up, they played Rangers, they got humped because they set up to have a go at Rangers. They set up and they almost got a result out of Celtic. If Celtic don't score, no one talks about how defensive Aberdeen were. They talk about how defensively resilient they were. The fact they conceded a single goal late in the game doesn't change that. They were unlucky not to get a point.
It's only if it works. So if it doesn't work, then you've made an arse of it.
But would you rather make an arse of it like that, or would you rather have a goal and get beat 5-1? Because the fans aren't going to be happy either way.
But you have a goal, you stand some chance of nicking a win.
If you have a go against Celtic or Rangers in this league, you just get absolutely battered.
But you might catch one an off day. But just tell them.
Seldom you might do it. You've got 5 subs. Celtic have 5 subs. They can bring £10 million worth of players on. You can't have a goal for 90 minutes. You need to do some level of sitting in, and yes, they took it to the extreme, but as I say, they almost got results. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does the same against Rangers tonight.
yeah, I think you'd be right with that. To be fair, right.
I think teams fear Celtic more than Rangers.
At the minute, yeah, definitely.
Because Aberdeen will give them a goal. Look at Hibs, they gave Rangers a good goal.
What was it? 1-1.
I
think it was 1-1.
1-0 straight away. Then
I think it finished 1-1. Rangers Hibs.
Rangers Hibs
was
3-2 on Thursday night.
No, start of the season. I mean.
It was the last minute Martin Boyle goal.
Yeah,
this one just on Thursday was 3-2.
It was, but that was the date.
Yeah, no,
Rangers had 9 men.
Yeah, I meant at the I meant start of the season. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot they played again.
3-2 on Thursday. Ryan Porteous doing his stuff.
I feel Ryan Porteous was linked with Rangers. I can't see that happening, to be honest, given the history. But so I know we talked about Queens a lot, but I've wrote down Queen of the South horror second half. Greg was there. Do you want to give your input?
Around the sky.
Me and Kel were at work.
I mean, the first half was half decent. And then, from what I've heard, it's been like every other game we've played this season where we've gone 1-0 up, sat back against the part-time team, and they've came back at us. And it wasn't a case of if Kelty would score, it was when they would score, and then they did. And then we compounded that a couple of minutes later by conceding a stupid penalty. And there's not much that can be said. They didn't react quickly after they took pot of striking on half-time. They didn't react quickly after that. And at the end of the day, we should be beating teams like that.
Well, 2 goals in 5 minutes isn't it? It's no cash money.
Right, I'm going to go and do a quick bevy run. I'm going to discuss, does Gibson need to go? That's my question. I can hear you from the kitchen. We've all run out.
Well, Greg, I'll let you take it as you were there, so you've got...
I mean, football-wise, I've not really been there all season. I can't comment. I've been to a handful of games.
With me, to be fair, I've been a couple because of other commitments.
And quite frankly, we should be doing much better than we are in this league. We have players to do it much better. It seems to be a mentality problem for me. We seem to, we have the resources to go 1-0 up, and then we just don't capitalise.
Team of 2 halves, some would say.
I'm just going to run back here. Considering how promising we were in pre-season, big result against St Johnstone.
Beating Hamilton.
Absolutely scudded air at Somerset Park. That was some performance, and now you're looking at what? You can't even beat the part-time teams. And I know I shouldn't say part-time teams, but
Semi-pro.
yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough in my eyes. I think. What is it? Here's to go.
It's time to
Something
go!
to say.
No.
Right,
What was I going to say?
you go.
The part-time teams, I feel, have the want. They play for fun. Whereas you got your Queen's players who are just playing because it's their job.
They do, and there's the argument as well that being a part-time team means you get in that league. You get the best of the part-time players, whereas Queens are potentially looking at the worst of the full-time players. But
There's a few gems like Connolly's, Payton's.
yeah, well, we have the top goal scorer in the league, and we're still 7th, level on points with 8th.
I thought it was 8. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So we're above Ketley on goal difference. But
The rest was it Clyde and Peterhead? They're
yeah,
no offense,
Gash.
shite. So we're essentially joint bottom.
Yeah, but a couple of results, and we're straight up the league. That's the kind of, if you ignore Falkirk on Friday, which is quite hard to do, but they're winnable fixtures. With Alloa and Clyde at home,
They're
we should
true.
be winning them,
We'll just beat Alloa 4-2 in the cup. Clyde, we should always beat Clyde. No offense to Clyde, but
even though they beat us at home earlier in the season.
Another question for you while we're still on the topic. Do you think a team is going to snap up Ruby Payton in the next transfer window, or do you think we'll manage to hold on to him until the summer?
I think they will. But I think it's wrong. I don't think he's good enough for top division, nor maybe championship, but he didn't do it last season.
The best result for us is like London Dykes, where we get some money, we get him for the rest of the season, and we get a sell-on fee. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
He's not the same player as Dykes was. Dykes was just shit out. Payton, I love him. Average.
If he leaves on a free, he's 23. So we might get some money for him in a development fee. I don't quite know the politics of that.
Well, if selling this in January, we'll get a development fee, don't we?
Well, we'll get a fee if he goes in January, or if he signs on, if he signs somewhere else for the next season because he's out of contract.
Yeah, Bosman.
We'll get a development fee because he's under 23, or he is 23.
Well, same with Fitzpatrick when he buggered off.
Yeah.
We got Summit for him. Don't know how much, but
Yeah.
it's a good couple of K.
So,
But if he goes, we are fucked.
if he goes in January, we are absolutely fucked.
Because all the other goals were in he's got 5. He's not a player he was 5 seasons ago.
No.
I remember Taylor left us. Got Ruth, who looks decent, as you said.
Well, yeah, your point is, if he does go, does that then push on players like Riley and Ruth?
We'll
And
have to bring somebody in to replace him.
when Banjo String goes,
He's off season.
Yeah, well, does that have to push them on? Because we're going to have to get their finger at their arse.
He could push his boy up in the centre forward.
Yeah, there's Ross Irvine as well.
That hasn't been given his chance.
He played against Alloa and didn't look much. I didn't see much to be like, oh, he's a player.
But we did, we thought the same of some other young players. We're not going anywhere this season. Fundamentally, we need a run of good results, which it doesn't look like we're going to get if we want to end up in the playoffs.
It might happen, but it's not looking likely.
And we're not going down. It relies on a really, really good run from one of the two teams at the bottom. So this is the time.
Might scrape 4th, which is probably the target about now.
But this
But
is the time
I think
to
change
play
has to
young
happen.
players.
Yeah, change has to happen if you want to get to that stage. You can't leave it too late. Look what happened last season. We went down because they wouldn't sack AJ.
Well, if Gibson gets his finger out, then good, but he might need to pack his bags.
Yeah, I think he needs to go personally. But right, that's enough of that. End of the World Cup on Sunday. I was working. Don't think the manager's seen me, but I'm a blue top. I had my phone sitting and I watched the first 50 minutes. I think I seen up to the penalty. Bit after, then I had to go and do some jobs, so I couldn't. And then I was keeping an eye on the score. Then I checked my phone. I see it's 2-2. I was like, what the hell? And then I watched all the extra time on my phone, and then I ran through to the canteen and watched the penalties. What a game! I don't know if did you watch it at the time? You were working as well, were you not?
I caught the first half and then second half extra time.
Real shame. Best World Cup
I've seen
of our lifetime.
I've seen all Argentina's goals, and I've seen Mbappe's last penalty, and then penalties. I watched all them.
I know Greg will say it wasn't a proper hat trick, but I think it's absolutely mental that Mbappe scored a hat trick and then scored a penalty as well.
It is.
4 goals.
How much you can say a hat trick in a World Cup final?
2 penalties.
We'll caveat that. Not only was it 2 penalties, it was also 120 minutes. So is it a proper hat trick if it's not in 90 minutes?
Yeah,
It's a World Cup final regardless.
It is a World Cup final regardless, but we need to caveat it with it was 120 minutes.
Did you see? I saw Messi got man of the match. Do you think he played better than Mbappe?
Yes.
Yeah, I think guiding Argentina.
Mbappe was
Pass.
largely absent for 80 minutes, and then he did what the best players in the world do, which is turn up when they needed him. What Otamendi was doing to give away the penalty, I have absolutely no idea. But that's what they needed a way back in the game.
Did Mbappe carry them through the tournament? Would you say?
I mean, you look at their injuries and you think, with Benzema out, with Conte and Pogba out, does that make it different for France to... Does that make it different for France? Did Mbappe... Was there more relying on Mbappe? And was the French squad better because they didn't have some of those players?
Well, I read something earlier on. 2018 and 2022, no Benzema, 2 finals. Benzema at the Euros, knocked out quite early for a team of their standards. So maybe they're better without him. Despite he's a good player, maybe
She's retired.
He's retired from international
they
football now,
just
yeah.
gel better without a player, an ego perhaps.
But, well, again, before these injuries, before the World Cup, their form was absolutely hurt.
You don't say that in the prediction in the first episode.
Yeah.
I do. Well, you said
I predicted
Denmark
that they were
beat them.
going
Who
to
said Argentina? I think I did and couldn't decide between Brazil and Argentina.
he paid on them, but
Yeah, I had some money on Argentina. I thankfully took my 20 quid from Sky Bet.
well, I get to it good for work for Croatia coming third. Pints on me in 27th when I'm out.
And yeah, so we're getting on. So we'll move on to our last segment. I'm going to pass over to Gregory, who gets his notes ready, and we're going to do our... Oh no, we're not.
What's the point?
I missed a point.
It's a big one for us being Scottish.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't believe that. Anyway, we'll go for it. Right. So, as we know, it didn't come home. Does Southgate have to go? I think.
I think not.
Yeah,
He said he'd stay.
I don't know. I can't decide. They're playing well, but I know you've got the argument that they've played diddies, but I don't know. I think maybe one more crack at it. But like I say, I've said it a few podcasts ago, a few episodes ago, that few England fans I spoke to said they wanted them just they didn't care about this competition, just wanted to get rid of Southgate, get someone new.
I think he's not a bad manager. He's got a good and average players. There's Foden and Kane, but bar them, they're quite comme ça.
Well, he has said he's staying. We'll say that he is staying. He's not deciding to walk. I think that's the right thing. I think, yes, he's a decent manager. And people will point at that club level he was not very good.
Is that our position in 9? That's 8.
It's also a different set of skills you need at international level.
100%.
And ultimately, that group of players they've got, as much as we don't want to hear it, they're going to get better. They're a decent group of players. The fact that Jude Bellingham is still not 20 is absolutely terrifying.
Well, he'll be 23 for the World Cup. Wouldn't be about 25.
Well, Mbappe's 23 now, and that's okay. Well, he's done.
He was shot at 18.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're only going to get better. I don't see why they would sack him.
But anyway, with just Thomas Tuchel, they'll probably be in the next World Cup Euros.
I'm not sure they would.
Maybe
Thomas
a
Tuchel.
better manager, maybe more attacking manager. I think Southgate's quite defensive.
He is, but
You said it plays 5 at the back with all these good players.
yeah. Well, he played 4 at the back this World Cup.
Like that went.
Thomas Tuchel has a meltdown every so often. You watch Thomas Tuchel teams, he does well for a year or two, and then it collapses. It happened at Chelsea. It happened at Dortmund.
It was quite unfair he got sacked at Chelsea. I thought.
I think
The players have turned on him at Chelsea.
True, turned it on.
The players in general have turned on him.
There's not just like one defeat and they went, "Oh fuck it, you're out." Because I thought he was doing quite well. I don't really watched the Premiership, to be fair.
No, the players from what I'd heard had started to turn, and he'd had the scripts to new ownership, and he went, and he does well for a period and goes. England might benefit from a period of consistency. You know, they know Southgate, they know each other as a group. I don't see why, if they don't keep him, they can't kick on and succeed.
But a 4th, a 2nd, and a 3rd. No, sorry, it's a lie. 4th and a 3rd isn't bad. Well,
Yeah.
Cup and Euros.
And a second in the Euros.
That's what I meant. Sorry, not a 3rd, 2nd. That's not
I
bad.
think the last World Cup.
No.
4th, they got.
Fourth, no
Beat by
Belgium.
Belgium.
Anyway,
Right, yeah, sorry, we're actually moving on this time. Greg, predictions. You about from last week?
yes, there were only 4 games on last week because of the
snow.
weather.
It's not.
So I got 2 points. Robert got 2 points. And Kyle got 1 point.
The comeback is on.
He's fucked it. He's stumbled.
The ball's crashing. Not quite yet. I think we're both 2 points behind though.
I think we're both 2 or 3 points behind them still. I don't have the exact number in front of me at the minute. But to try and get bat level with them, or even go in front of them this week, it is my predictions. Because the festive period, these are a bit weird. I've tried to keep them all on Monday, so all of these games are on Friday.
23rd of December.
Yeah, so game number 1 is Ross County versus Rangers in the Premiership.
Quick note, feel free to send in your own predictions. This will go into the same day as these games are played, but send in your predictions if you have any.
Yep, this goes live at midday every Friday. So yeah, feel free. Would be interesting to see if you could beat us.
You can join in the table.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be good to get some fans out of it. So yes, feel free.
Feel free to challenge for my top spot.
But to be fair, I'll be in the top spot soon. So
Come after me. Because it's like, come at me, bro.
So yeah, give us a wee DM on Twitter or Instagram.
Yes. Anyway, game 1, Ross County versus Rangers.
Got a feeling we've got to go for the same team here. Ross County, innit? No, I went Rangers.
I'm going with the Teddy Bears. I think they'll improve on their performances. I know they won, but they left it a bit,
I think it's just
a bit too close.
Night and day.
Too close shave for me.
Yeah, Rangers had to work for it, but beat Hibs last Thursday night, as we've discussed. Play Aberdeen tonight. Tuesday, as we're recording this, is Ross County beaten by St Johnstone on Saturday. I have also gone Rangers, so all 3 of us have gone Rangers. Game 2, also in the Premiership, the other game on Friday night there, Motherwell versus Kilmarnock.
I have went a draw. I think they're quite close on the table and thought might lock heads and get a wee draw.
I've went for Motherwell based on league positioning. 9th for Motherwell, 11th for Kelly.
Yeah, Motherwell looking to move away from that bottom 3. Kilmarnock lost disappointingly 3-1 at Tynecastle despite their good record there. A win would take them above Motherwell. I, like Robert, have also gone for a draw. At the Championship, first game there, Ayr United versus Dundee, a battle at the top.
Yes, I've went Dundee.
I could not bring myself to vote for Ayr, so went for a draw.
I have also not been able to bring myself to vote for Ayr, but I have gone for Dundee. Ayr United beaten by Partick at the weekend and could lose top spot with another defeat.
Hopefully.
Dundee second, but Queen's Park and Mortar also breathing down their neck. Other game in the Championship is at the other end, Cove versus Hamilton.
I've picked the Rangers again. I've went Cove.
I went for the boys in blue and all.
I have thumbed up 3 votes for the other Rangers.
Don't know why I did it, I just went.
Yeah, Cove.
Feel it in my fingers.
Cove only 1 win in 5.
Jim McIntyre, of course.
Yes.
He said about 7,000 shout outs this podcast.
You better fucking follow.
Jim, can you come on as a guest, please, if you're listening?
The Jim McIntyre special.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we all have all gone Cove. Hamilton are notably absolutely gash. Averaging 2 conceded per game, but could go off the bottom with a win.
They are pretty rotten this season, to be fair.
Into League 1, Clyde versus Alloa, boys.
I've went Alloa.
I think I'll cheer for Clyde of not won a game since about
Yeah.
last March.
That was my
Yeah. I did check when Clyde had last won a game. They were both in August, the 2 games Clyde won the league this season. They were against
Queens.
Queens and Kelty.
I thought Alloa's forms a bit patchy. It's green, red, like a packet of fruit parcels.
Yeah, that all the Scottish leagues are
No, not green.
An average packet of fruit
I like
parcels.
the red and black ones. There's that Mungums.
I couldn't get a fuck with fruit parcels.
Well, don't bring them up then.
They're just
I'm hungry.
Anyway, that is 3 votes, all for Alloa from us. Montrose v Airdrie, other game in League 1.
I picked Airdrie, but now I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I did that.
I went for a draw.
I have also gone for a draw.
I had a good reason. I think I just picked it because I still think Montrose are shite, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not. They got another
The
decent
confusion
point.
it's just however you were feeling when you picked them.
I picked it 5 minutes ago. Well, an hour ago.
They got another decent point against FC Edinburgh away on Saturday.
Is that a decent point? Because Edinburgh have been quite shit.
They are second. Airdrie, fifth league for Montrose to win and an unbeaten in 5 league games.
Josh Ray's sinus, but doesn't he play for them?
No, he doesn't. Into League 2, Aaron versus Albion. This league is really tight from second right to the bottom.
I've went with the Depletion boys. I went Aaron. Hope Tommy Goss gets a big goal.
Went for the boys in gold. and on.
We keep voting for the same people. I've also went for Aaron Athletic.
Quite
Aaron,
close they're close in the league though. Just I think
Yeah.
they're in good form.
Aaron could go as high as 4th to win. Albion could end the day bottom or move level with Aaron.
And
Other game in League 2 is Elgin City versus Stirling Albion.
the Binos.
The albino. What was it? Right, I've went draw again. It'll be a big fat draw.
I think what you picked.
I've also picked a draw.
Oh, make that a hat trick.
He's hefty copy my answers. Like
He's peeked over my shoulders.
I picked these games. Stirling Albion have scored the most goals in the league. Elgin have scored the second most.
Just for 2 points. One, we've not conferred. Came together, but we've not conferred. Point. And this is the first week we've not picked Bonnie Rigrose.
It's
Oh,
good point of not picking goals.
Seem to always end up in these fucking predictions.
However, with the wild cards, since it's me and I had the choice of games on Friday, which isn't very many, I have picked a game from the Cymru Premier. A game, first versus second at the top.
Welsh football.
Yes. Connors Key Nomads versus the New Saints.
TNS.
let's say my wee stat. I want to chip in here.
Trying to
Right. TNS have 52 goals for and compared to Konoski.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have 26. So I'm going the New Saints.
I'm also going the New Saints.
I didn't know that start until just now, so I've picked a draw.
At least you were honest.
Yeah, the New Saints are unbeaten in the league and have only drawn twice. They've conceded 5 goals in 15 games and scored 52.
I'm sure that oh, his name's right in my head. Oh, that reserve goalie that was at Rangers.
Roy Carroll. Steve Simonson.
No,
Robinson.
last season. He was in reserve. No, the reserve.
Andy Firth.
Andy Firth, he plays for Konoski.
Well, fact check that.
I
Yeah, I think so. We might have
I seen Connors Key last season. I seen them in the Welsh League Cup final at Bridgend, where they beat Cardiff Met Uni on penalties.
And Andrew Firth is an English professional footballer who plays as a goalkeeper for Welsh Premier Club Connors Key Nomads.
If you'd love to come on, Andy, we'd love to have you, son.
We would. Shout out to anyone else listening in Wales.
Born in Ripon.
Oh, look at that.
Been at Ripon.
Me too.
Got a good nice ice cream though. Had that like drip through it. It was nice. Smashing.
I've written.
I think if it's colours like that, then it's a wee bit flavour actually.
Ripping Hornblower.
Anyway.
The last game is the other wild card. Again, not very much choice on Friday. So we are from the Belgian League, where we have Ghent versus Standard Liège.
Well, see, when I was younger, I used to think Ghent and Genk were the same team. And it was really
still don't.
it was really confusing when I saw that they were playing each other one day. I went for Ghent. Don't know much about Belgian football. I'm pretty sure I looked at the league and thought it was going to be high. I'm pretty sure they're Liège are 2 places on them.
Yeah, I think they are.
Give or take.
I think I did the same. Picked based on league position, and Ghent seemed to be higher.
It's interesting to see, like, when you look, obviously with these predictions and having the wild cards, it's good to look at different leagues, because I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've ever looked at the Cymru Premier League or whatever it's called.
I've never thought I'd put the
League title.
No, if anyone wants to watch the highlights from that game, Scorio and S4C.
Yeah, the Qataris football channels.
Anyway, I went for a draw. Standard Liège Arsenal will get below Ghent in the league, but they have played a game less. They did lose 2 on the spin before the World Cup, though. That is all the predictions.
Thanks, Greg. That's good. Right, so that is us for this week. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening. It's been a pleasure. I think we'll probably be recording in person again next week. We will, because Greg is still in the freeze, so it's nice to get together and have a wee drink.
I'm on holiday, so
And Kel's on his holidays, so
make all the bobs.
yeah, we might even have more than this week. But yeah, so it was good. Thank you very much for listening, and we will catch you next week.
Ciao, Bill.
Thank you.
Ta-ra.